a dominant performance at the Emirates. After a stunning 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest, Arsenal starts their season with a commanding win. This was more than just a victory. It was a powerful statement from Mikel Arteta's side, showing their hunger to reclaim their spot at the top of the league. This match was a tactical masterclass from start to finish. It marked the full debut of Arsenal's new number 10, Eberechi Eze, who had an immediate impact, showcasing exactly why he was a big-money summer signing. His chemistry with the team was clear, and it was his clever movement that led to the Gunners' second goal just 47 seconds into the second half. On the other side, new Forest manager Ange Postecoglou faced a difficult debut. With a squad hit by injuries, including a fresh blow to Ola Aina, his side struggled to contain Arsenal's attacking power. The Gunners' attack was relentless, creating a total XG of 1.62. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, managed a meager 0.22 XG, with their best chance coming from a shot that hit the bar. It was a deserved victory for Arsenal, who sit top of the league with 9 goals scored and just 1 conceded. But if there was one player who truly stole the show, it was Martin Zubimendi. The stats speak for themselves. In a performance that earned him man of the match, he scored 2 goals from just 3 shots, 2 of which were on target. His first was an absolute rocket from distance, and the second was a perfectly timed header. His influence went beyond goals. He completed 86% of his passes, with 37 successful passes out of 43 attempts. The heat map shows he was everywhere on the pitch, controlling the midfield and providing a constant attacking threat. He proved to be the creative and goal-scoring force Arsenal needed. It wasn't just a one-man show. David Raya celebrated his 100th Arsenal appearance with another clean sheet, his 41st, a league high for a keeper in that time. Up front, Noni Madueke was a nightmare for defenders, leading the team in chances created, successful dribbles, touches in the opposition box, and duels won. It was a complete team performance, showcasing Arsenal's depth and ambition this season. They've made their intentions clear. After a slip-up against Liverpool, they are back on course for glory. The Manchester derby turned into a harsh football lesson. Manchester City didn't just win, they sent a resounding message to their bitter rivals. With a decisive 3-0 victory, City cemented its dominance over the city, while Manchester United continues to live through difficult times that no one expected. This match wasn't just a result, it was a testament to the huge gap between the two teams. From the start, Manchester City imposed its will. Local hero Phil Foden opened the scoring against United for the 7th time in his career, proving that the derby has a special flavor for him. But the star of the show was the Norwegian, Haaland, who scored 2 goals in his 150th appearance for City. The second goal was particularly special, as it was his 50th goal in his 50th home Premier League game, a record only surpassed by Alan Shearer. And although United had their chances, as reflected by the expected goals, XG of 1.56, the outcome was shocking. A combination of good work by City's goalkeeper Donnarumma and some wayward finishing prevented them from scoring a single goal. This defeat sends us back to square one for coach Ruben Amorim's men. The numbers don't lie. United has picked up just 14 points in 16 away games under Amorim, which is the worst record for any team that has been ever present in the competition. This negative statistic confirms that the crisis is deeper than just one match. Now, Amorim must go back to the drawing board as they face Chelsea next. On the other side, Manchester City is soaring with confidence. The team secured a well-deserved and convincing win and is now preparing to face Napoli in the Champions League with a huge morale boost. This match wasn't just about the points. It was about confirming complete dominance over Manchester. This match was a clear display of the current gap between the two clubs. Manchester City secured an emphatic win, but they'll need to find consistency after a start to the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. As for Manchester United, their crisis continues. Do you think this win will be the turning point for City's season? And will this loss be the final straw for Amorim? In a London derby between West Ham and Tottenham, everyone expected an even contest. But within moments, the match turned into a tactical masterclass by Tottenham and a complete disaster for West Ham. The 3-0 score wasn't just about goals, but a reflection of deep-seated problems in one team and a testament to the strength of the other. The match began in a tame fashion, with both teams' attempts to take control being lost in scrappy passes. West Ham's manager, Graham Potter, made one change to his lineup, bringing in Somerville to boost the attack, relying on his star player, Jarrod Bowen, who had been in incredible form, contributing to 9 goals in his last 9 games. But neither team could impose its style, and the first half ended in a goalless draw. Early in the second half, Sarr scored the opener for Tottenham with a great header after a precise corner from Simons. But the moment that changed everything came in the 54th minute, when West Ham's midfielder Soucek received a straight red card for a reckless tackle. This sending off was a gift to Tottenham and a complete game-changer, as coach Thomas Frank's team was freed from all pressure. After the red card, Tottenham intelligently exploited their numerical advantage. Bergvall added the second goal with a clever header, then returned to assist a beautiful goal for his teammate Van de Ven, who hammered the ball into the bottom corner. Tottenham showed a strong offensive sense alongside a solid defensive performance, securing 3 wins in 4 matches, all with a clean sheet. But the more alarming story belongs to West Ham. This is their 3rd loss this season by a margin of 3+ goals, a negative record that raises serious questions about the team's future and Coach Potter's plans. The final score was a harsh reflection of the second half performance. Tottenham flies to the top 3, announcing themselves as a serious contender. As for West Ham, they must find quick answers to their defensive problems before they find themselves in the relegation zone. What's your opinion? Are West Ham's huge defeats just a coincidence or a sign of bigger problems? A pulsating London derby that had it all. In a match filled with tactical intrigue, Brentford and Chelsea played out a thrilling 2-2 draw at the G-Tech Community Stadium, where the points were shared in the most dramatic fashion. This match was a fascinating tactical battle from the start. Brentford manager Andrews opted for a new 5-3-2 formation, making 2 changes to his side after a disappointing defeat to Sunderland. He brought in Ethan Pinnock and Matthias Jensen to shore up the defense. On the other side, Chelsea manager Maresca made 4 bold changes to his 4-2-3-1 lineup. The match saw a number of new faces and significant returns. We saw debuts for Facundo Buonanotte and Princewell Hato, with defender Wesley Fofana also making his first Premier League start since March. In a massive boost, Cole Palmer returned to the bench after missing 2 games with an injury. In the first half, it was all Brentford. They capitalized on Chelsea's lack of intensity, with Kevin Shade's smart finish giving them a deserved lead. The Bees' high press and physical play disrupted Chelsea's rhythm, making for a difficult first 45 minutes for the visitors. However, Chelsea manager Maresca made 4 substitutions before the hour mark, and his bravery altered the momentum of the entire match when Palmer equalized with a chillingly cool strike. The visitors thought they had their hands on all 3 points when Caicedo's thunderous shot rocketed into the top corner. But Brentford's men weren't done yet, and their endeavor was rewarded with Fabio Carvalho's last-gasp equalizer in the 90-plus third minute from a long throw-in. This wasn't a coincidence. It was the 7th goal Brentford has scored from a throw-in since the start of last season, a testament to their unique attacking strategy. But at the heart of Brentford's battle was a true star. Jordan Henderson was the real engine of his team and put in an exceptional performance. He had 46 touches, delivered 9 passes in the final third, and completed 3 successful tackles. Not only that, he created 1 chance and provided the assist for Brentford's first goal. He was the pivot that allowed his team to control the flow of the game. The 2-2 draw leaves Chelsea in 5th place, while Brentford climbed to 12th. Both teams showed fight, resilience, and a clear tactical identity. Looking ahead, the challenges don't get any easier. Chelsea travels to face Manchester United, while Brentford has an away match against Fulham. Liverpool doesn't just win, they make a statement. For the 4th consecutive time, the Reds have snatched a victory in the final minutes, and this time the magic came from the Egyptian king. Although they were far from their best, they managed to break down Burnley's steel defense in the final moments of the game. Burnley's coach Parker showed great tactical intelligence. His team started the match with a very defensive 5-4-1 formation, focusing on closing down spaces in the midfield and suffocating Liverpool's players. Their defense was incredibly disciplined, successfully neutralizing Liverpool's star-studded attack and denying them any space for a shot. Their plan was going perfectly, and they were so close to grabbing a historic point. The other side, Slot and his team faced a major challenge. While Liverpool had 81% possession, a lot of that control was passive. Burnley's strategy forced Liverpool to play out wide, which limited the danger of their deep attacks. Liverpool relied heavily on final moments. As Liverpool's pressure mounted, the decisive moment arrived. A cross from Frimpong struck the hand of Hannibal inside the box. The penalty wasn't just a stroke of luck, it was the inevitable result of Liverpool's relentless pressure until the very end. Mohamed Salah stepped up with incredible composure and scored the winning goal, granting his team a precious 3 points and proving that a fighting mentality is one of the most important weapons in football. This victory proves that Liverpool has the mentality of champions, even on an off day. All eyes will now be on their next match in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. Will Liverpool continue to make history? Share your opinion in the comments. Do you think Liverpool has what it takes to compete for the league title this season? They sold their entire defense. Everyone expected them to be relegated, but Bournemouth are writing the story of the season in the Premier League. In an electrifying derby match, Bournemouth managed to secure an important 2-1 victory over Brighton. This is their 3rd win in just 4 games. The team that lost its most important defensive players has turned itself into a real miracle. Even in their only loss to Liverpool, they were the better and stronger team. Coach Andoni Iraola has succeeded in building a completely new team in a very short time. Bournemouth isn't just a team that's winning, it's a team writing an inspiring story of success. Newcastle finally get their first 3 points of the season. But at the same time, Wolves are struggling, losing for the 4th time in a row, a first in their history. The match started at a frantic pace. Newcastle's keeper Pope saved his team from dangerous Wolves attacks, and Shaw made a legendary last-ditch tackle. But the game turned on its head. New player Woltemade scored the winning goal on his debut for Newcastle. A win that gives Newcastle a huge boost ahead of their Champions League match against Barcelona. But can Wolves recover from their worst start ever? Crystal Palace controls everything, creates chances but can't score a single goal. The story of this bizarre 0-0 draw against Sunderland. It was a one-sided match. Palace missed every possible chance, especially the clear opportunities for Pino and Mateta. According to the stats, Palace should have won by more than 2 goals, but Sunderland's keeper, Roufs, had other ideas. He saved everything and led his team to a very precious point. Palace will be very disappointed after dropping these 3 points, but at least their unbeaten streak has extended to 15 games in a row. 20 shots and 2.12 xG, but Everton fails to win. The story of the bizarre 0-0 draw with Aston Villa. Everton dominated everything in the match. Grealish and Keane missed certain goals, and the main reason is the Argentine keeper Martinez. Martinez made unbelievable saves and rescued his team from a certain loss. Aston Villa didn't show any danger, but they still got a very precious point from this difficult match. Despite the draw, Everton remains in 5th place, while Aston Villa is in 19th. Fulham wins their first match of the season with a crazy own goal in the final moments. The weirdest win you'll ever see. The match was terrible for Fulham. The team didn't have a single shot on target until after 60 minutes, and their XG was super low. But fate had other plans. In a moment of madness, Leeds defender Goodmanson scores in his own net, giving Fulham a completely undeserved victory. A bizarre win that puts Fulham in 10th place, while Leeds drops to 14th. Is this the luckiest win of the season? And can Leeds recover from this heartbreak?